We have to come here, right? We have to take shelter of Radharani. BRAJ Bhakti comes through Radharani only. There is no other way. Okay, so this place is the, this Govardhan, whole Govardhan is like a peacock, Prabhuji said. You remember? So these are the two eyes of the peacock. Okay, it's very, very, very important place for the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. This is the place where there are 8 kunjas here of the 8 Sakhis. From 10:30 onwards to 3:30 in the Ashtakalya Leela, they spend here. Most of the time they spend here. And for the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, this is the door to the spiritual world. I'll read one. I'll just read what Prabhupada said in Nectar of Instruction. See, we are following Prabhupada, right? And many of them, they say that Prabhupada has not given any higher things. No, I have all the quotes what Prabhupada has said. Okay, first I will begin with these 4 verses. Okay, very important verses about Radha-kuṇḍa. If you just listen, and then later on you can meditate on this throughout the year, when you go back. So, what Prabhupada says, there is one nice shloka, Laghu Bhagavatamrit. Śrila Rupa Goswami gradually concludes that Śrimati Radharani is the most exalted devotee of Krishna. See, everywhere you see Prabhupada glorified Krishna. You see all his places, right from US and everywhere. But here in this 4 verses, it just speaks about Śrimati Radharani, his Ashtasakhis and his Manjaris. Prabhupada is only speaking of this 4 verses. And that too, when he is glorifying this Radha-kuṇḍa. Okay, what he is saying is, in his purport, Śrila Rupa Goswami gradually concludes that Śrimati Radharani is the most exalted devotee of Krishna. And that her Kund, Śrī Rādhā-kuṇḍa, is the most exalted place. So this, just don't see as a water in ordinary water. It is not different from Radharani. That is why we say we have to just go, if you want to take bath, you just go, first you have to, pay obeisances, saying that I am putting my feet, so please excuse me, and just take 3 dips and come out. It is not different from Radharani. So here, see, initially also I told that, we have to not see we cannot see anything through our material eyes. We cannot see anything. But we have to see through the Acharya's purports, whatever they have given. Śrila Rupa Goswami's, Śrila Raghunath Das Goswami, he only excavated all this place. This all place, and he has written many books glorifying this Radha-kuṇḍa. So let us see what Prabhupada says here. This is verified in a quotation from Laghu Bhagavatamrit as quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Who has written Chaitanya Charitamrita? Yes, just now we saw the Samadhi. All 3 Acharyas here only the Samadhi is there. Okay. So what it is said? Yatha Radha Priya Vishnos. Just say Yatha Radha Priya Vishnos. Tasya Kundam Priyam Tata Sarvagopeshu Saivaika Vishnor Atyanta Vallabha. Just as Srimati Radharani is dear to the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, so her bathing place, Radha-kuṇḍa, is equally dear to Krishna. So there is no difference. Among all the gopis, she alone stands supreme as the Lord's most beloved. Okay? Therefore, everyone interested, see, this is the instruction for all the ISKCON devotees, Prabhupada is saying. Therefore, everyone interested in Krishna consciousness should ultimately take shelter of Radha-kuṇḍa. And what you have to do? And execute devotional service there throughout one's life. This is the instruction. I am not reading from anywhere else. This is Prabhupada's instruction. One has to take shelter of Radha-kuṇḍa and execute devotional service here throughout one's life. If this is a small book, you should read Nectar of Instruction from 1 to 11. All the essence. If you can understand that book, your life will be successful. This book is so important. Okay, so Prabhupada concludes. This is the conclusion of Rupa Goswami in in the 10th verse of Utteshamrita. So what do we get by serving Radha Kund? What we will get? So here Prabhupada says, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes that even great sages and great devotees like Narada and Sanaka do not get the opportunity to come to Radha Kund to take their path. Even Narad Muni and Sanaka and all these great acharyas, they also cannot get. Just see what Mahaprabhu has given us for this Kali Yuga jivas like us. You know? So we have to be very serious in bhakti. Initially also I said, and this place is the door. Again and again I am saying, in this 20 years, whatever I have experienced, I am telling you, this is the door to the spiritual world. Goloka you can go directly. Okay? So here is the instruction what Prabhupada says. So, what then to speak of ordinary devotees like us? You know, if by great fortune one gets an opportunity to come to Radha Kund and bathe even once, he can develop his transcendental love for Krishna exactly as the gopis did. What did I say in the beginning? This is BRAJ Bhakti. Here you have to take shelter of Radharani. There is no other way. I told her Lakshmi is also doing tapasya there. She also has no entrance. Only Radharani and her Ashtagopis. That is what Prabhupada is saying here. Exactly as the gopis did. That is what in Tulsi Maharani, the Tulsi Aarti, we say, Ei Nivedana Daro Sakhir Anugata. There is no other way. You have to take their shelter. So it is also recommended that one should live on the banks of Radha Kund and should be absorbed in the loving service of the Lord. One should bathe there regularly and give up all material conceptions, taking shelter of Radha Kund and her assistant gopis. Prabhupada is not mentioning single time also Krishna's name here now. It's just telling Radharani and his gopis. Just making it clear. If one is thus constantly engaged during his lifetime, after giving up the body, he will return back to serve Śrī Rādhā. He is not saying Krishna. Again, see. I am specifically saying this. I have noted this, all these points. You know, he's saying he will go back to Godhead to serve whom? Śrī Rādhā. In the same way as contemplated during his life on the banks of Radha. So contemplated means, that is what Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, that is 11 identities. What he will be doing here, that all, that is all details, but Prabhupada is saying here. It is purpose. The conclusion is that to live on the banks of Radha Kund and to bathe there daily constitute the highest perfection of devotional service. It is the highest. It is difficult position to attain even for great sages. Again, Prabhupada is saying, great sages and devotees like Narad, there is no limit to the glory of Śrī Rādhā-kuṇḍa. Because you have less time just reading this. By serving Radha Kund, now the point is that by serving what you will get, I was telling. By serving Radha Kund, one can get an opportunity to become an assistant of Srimati Radharani. You know what is assistant? It's Manjaris. Directly under the eternal guidance of the gopis. Eternal guidance means Ashtagopis. All the process is there. This is nectar of instruction, verse number 11. Very, very important. And then finally Prabhupada says, who should live in Radha Kund? What is the qualification? Who should take? So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes in his connection that Śrī Rādhā-kuṇḍa is the most select place for those interested in advancing, who wants to advance in bhakti, their devotional service in the wake of the, again he is saying, in the wake of the lady friend, that is Sakhis, and confidential serving mates, that is Manjaris. Again he is mentioning of Srimati Radharani in their footsteps. Okay, living entities who are eager to return home to the transcendental kingdom of God, Golok Vrindavan, by means of attaining their spiritual body. That is what I was saying, the 11 identities. That is the goal of bhakti. You know, all our Acharya, the 6 Goswamis has written that. In Ujjwal Nilmani, in Śrī Rādhā Ganodesh Deepika, and all the details are there. So I have made this in a assignment form. If anybody is interested, they can go through it at your own home and try to send me the assignments. I will check and let you know what is this procedure to get. They should live at Radha Kund, take shelter of confident serving mates of Radha, and under their direction engage constantly in her service. This is the most exalted method for those engaged in devotional service under the protection of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, so this is the final instruction. Just last, I'll just do one small activity since we are talking about Radharani. Krishna will be happy. If we want to please Krishna, no, it is said, we have to glorify Radharani. But nobody knows who is Radharani, her family. I'll give you a small glimpse. So much is there to study about Radharani. I'll just give you a small glimpse and then finish it. Finally, last one.
After this, simply follow me. No more marketing here. Because you have to go to shop and you go to here and go. Perfect. Jai Jai Śrī Rādhā.
You will enjoy this part. That's why I just want to tell you. Okay. Acha, this is the exercise for everybody. We will like it, everybody. Who is Radharani's father? Everybody knows Rishabhanu Maharaj. Who is Radharani's mother's name? Tirthida Sundari. Okay. Now, who is Radharani's dada, grandfather? No. That is paternal and maternal is there. Okay. Radhaji from father's side. From here, nobody knows. I'm telling you. I'll give you so much small this. Now it will be very interesting. Who is the? What is the dada's name? Is Mahi Bhanu. Remember this. Mahi Bhanu. Okay. Then Dadi's name is Sukhada. This is parental side. Okay. Radharani's Nana's name is. This is mother's side. Nana's name is Indugo. This is what I had said. Nani's name is Mukhara. Radharani's Chacha. Father's brothers. Ratna Bhanu, Subhanu, and Bhanu. Okay. Radharani's. There are Mama's name. Bhadra Kirti, Mahakirti, and Kirti Chandra. Okay. Radharani's Mami's name. Bhenaka, Sashti, Gauri, Dhatri. Radharani's Mausi's name. Kirti Mati. Radharani's Bua's name. Bhanu Mudra. Radharani's Fufa's name. Kash. Radharani's Mausa's name. Kus. Radharani's big brother's name. What is that? You must be knowing. Radharani is a big brother. Śrīda. And who is younger sister? You just went now to that place. That is what we have to see the connection. Yes. Anangamanjan. Who came in the Gaur Leela as Janva Mata. See, you should know the relation. Just it's not for information. You have to know this relation, and then only you will be able to connect what is your relation. It's very systematically put in the assignments. If we can go to it, I have seen many of the devotees who went through it. They said, I never thought this is our relation. And slowly we bring it to your relation also. You will get. This is all coming from this Radha-kuṇḍa. You know? So I tell you, towards the north of Radha-kuṇḍa is very square. North is the Lalita Sakhi's Kunj. The Raghunath Das Goswami Samadhi, that is Lalita Sakhi's Kunj. South is Champak Lata's Kunj. Then east is Chitra Sakhi's Kunj. West is Tungavidya's Kunj. Okay. Then this northeast corner is Vishaka Sakhi's Kunj. Then southeast corner is Induleka's Kunj. Then southwest Kunj is Rangadevi's Kunj. And then northeast Kunj is Sudevi's Kunj. So like that Ashtasakhis, they are here. and 10:30 to 3:30 they spend whole time here. So all these details nobody knows. So Krishna, how Krishna will be achieved? If you glorify, and these things we are spreading in our children's group also. We have now 6 states and 31 different places this Radharani's glorification is going. So you all, Hyderabad, there is no one up until now. Immediately will start. If you all take it very seriously, this also can start. You can glorify Radharani and you can get all the blessings.
It's a wonderful information. What purpose? You can send this information to what especially the connections what you said, because you have explained wonderfully, but I don't think anybody will remember that connection
I
at
know.
this point of time. So it is good for us to read it,
Yes.
read it and revise.
No, that's why I made the assignment. I'm telling you.
Yes.
It's
Please
everything.
send the link to
I'll send it.
Seva Prabhu.
I'll send
He will send it to us. We will all go through that.
Yes.
We will all go through that.
Yes,
and
yes.
we will
Because what I'm feeling is, this human form you have got and you have to do so much goal is there. Don't think that it's very easy. It's easy, but if you follow the process of the acharyas, that is what my concern is. And somehow by Radharani's mercy, we could get this blessings, and I want to spread it. That is why we are coming with Brajeshwar University from LKG to Ph.D. We are coming. So thank you very much for giving me so much time. Jai Jai Śrī Rādhā.
Offers a pranam to Radha Kuṇḍa. We are concluding our Govardhan Parikrama.